out with the moves, don't wanna meditate. Girl, with you it's hard. Fill in the blanks, text
Welcome
me
back to
back,
another
throw me
video. I'm
a
gonna do a little day or weekend in the life. I'm not really sure yet, but it's Saturday morning and we got a lot done yesterday, but we're just gonna take this morning slow and just go get like some breakfast and stuff and then come back and unpack for a little bit. To get dressed right now, I'm like, I just have everything still in boxes. They did come fix the carpet yesterday. I just put a new carpet in, which is good, but like all of my stuff, like this is what I had up north and it's just like all winter stuff. And then I have all these boxes of clothes. That's where we slept last night. So it's coming together a little bit. At least things are in like the right place, and things are starting to get unpacked. Our living room is coming together. We still have to move this back a little bit, like the couch back a little bit. Where did Ben go? And then just a bunch of junk there that we have to go through. And then the kitchen still has like a bunch of like little stuff that's out, but for the most part it is done, which I feel like is always the hardest part, is the kitchen, because it's so like there's just so many little things. Yesterday morning was our only morning here so far, and it was cloudy until like 10, so I didn't get to see it with, ooh, why did that go so dark? I didn't get to see it in here with the sun. I feel like it looks darker on my camera than it does in person, but it's nice and bright. I guess, yeah, you can see it's nice and bright. We're gonna get a TV for up there, but for now I just put that piece of art that I made, which I'm gonna make more of those and I'll show you guys how I did it, but it's just like plaster art or plaster or whatever, a canvas, and it's so easy. That took like 10 minutes. Like, I'm not even kidding, it's so easy. I need to get dressed, but I'm just not motivated to get dressed because I don't really have clothes. There he is. Why is the door shut, babe? Too long. No. Oh my gosh, you guys, these freaking tank tops are so comfy. Shoes. I feel like I like this outfit more in person than I do on this camera. I like don't usually vlog on this camera and I just don't love it for vlogging. Okay, little outfit. We have the Vitality, can you please focus or brighten up? The new Vitality Cloud tanks, which they're very like, they're not totally seamless, but they're close to it, so I feel like you can like kind of move them around like how you want. Like, I don't really like when they're too long. And then, whoa, box. Oh my god. These sweatpants from Aritzia, which I like, I don't love, but I do wear them all the time because they're super comfy. But they're just like naturally low-waisted, so I kind of have to like hike them up because I'm not about the low-waisted life, okay? So we got everything we need. Such a pretty day. So crazy. This is where we live. Oh. And oh my god, there's so much pollen. Wait, what? It's a good thing I'm not allergic.
May you always find your way to higher ground. May you always keep your head held up high. Pretty little thing.
I got a matcha and coffee.
See how it is. Cheers. Oh my god, it's great.
Is it? I would just get a matcha if I wanted that. But it's really good.
Wow,
they make
awesome.
their syrup in-house, which is always like
Shining from within, I can tell that you're tough. Just the sight of you when I'm at my weakest point makes a world of difference, so you make me strong. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond.
we are home. It is like 12 o'clock. I'm vlogging on my other camera because it's just so much better for vlogging. So we're going to spend a couple hours unpacking. Still not focused. And then probably go grab a beer somewhere later and maybe go buy a grill because we could cook on a grill tonight. So that's kind of the plan. Goal for today is to organize the mess behind me in the kitchen, the bedroom slash like the closet mainly. I just want to get my clothes out of the boxes, and also the bathroom. So I'm just gonna get to it. I feel like this stuff will be pretty easy. But you know, just gotta do it. Okay, we are in the closet. We are unpacking all the clothes because I cannot keep living in winter clothes. We literally had the same bags for almost 6 weeks. I had a suitcase and a duffel bag. So we need some more variety again. So I'm doing all the clothes. I'm gonna do Ben's side first and then do my side. And yeah, I did one box so far, but I have to go find another one of Ben's boxes. Okay, next up, hoodies. At our last house, well, we had separate closets in separate rooms. So he had his in his office and I had mine in our bedroom. And so we like always were getting ready separately. We had our laundry separate because we didn't have like a laundry room, so we had to keep it like in our closet. And so he's very excited that we have the same closet again because he thinks I'm gonna do his laundry. And I feel like this is an unpopular, I'm really out of breath from moving all these boxes. I feel like this is an unpopular opinion, but I typically don't do Ben's laundry. And I feel like people are always like, what do you mean you don't do his laundry? I'm like, I don't know. He's a grown-ass man. He can do his own laundry. But I feel like he's so bad at laundry, he just never does it. And so I feel like now that we're in the same closet, I'm going to have to do it or else I'm going to like go crazy. I think I want to reverse this. I think I want to do sweatshirts over there. My freaking delts are on fire. I'm just going to like grind this out for 45 minutes, an hour, and try to get it all done, and I will check back in. Alright, it is an hour or two later. I was FaceTiming a friend. It is so bright in here right now. I'm gonna go over here. But we are done unpacking for the day. I'm gonna go over here. We're done unpacking for the day. We're gonna go have a beer, meet up with some friends and get some food. And then we might, I don't know what we're gonna do for dinner, but we have to go to the store. The idea of buying a grill is on the table and grilling, but that would require our full, we just moved in grocery haul, which is like the big one that takes forever, you know what I mean? So I don't know if I feel like doing that tonight. Either way, we are heading out. I don't really know. I don't know. This outfit's kind of weird because it's supposed to go down like 30 degrees. Possibly by the time we come back, depending when we go eat. Are you kidding?
I'm so sorry. One more time.
We are in the car and I just wanted to do a little, you can be in this if you want.
Of course,
I keep getting asked a couple questions, a couple common questions about like why we moved, how we picked here. Those are like the two main ones. And I also feel like I need to give you guys like a little backstory on all of it anyhow, so I figured this would be like a good time to do it. So I'm gonna keep this brief, but long story short,
which means it's not gonna be brief. I'm
gonna try to keep it brief. It's kind of a long story, but long story short, Wilmington is like in between Delray and where we live in PA, like where we're both from. It's kind of the same distance. And so on our drive, we would always stop, because we would always drive from PA to Florida, and we'd always stop in Wilmington because we have two friends here and it's like the perfect like middle way point. And we probably stayed here, what, like 12, 15 times, I would say, over the last like 2 years.
Not that many, but a lot.
At least 10 times.
Yeah.
And like every time we just fell more and more in love with it, especially Ben. Like I loved it from the first time we were here, but he took
every time
a little
we left,
longer.
Every time we left, I'd be like, I like it more.
Yeah. So we were originally going to move here in 2020, like after that lease, and then our lease ended like the same month that everything happened with my mom, and so we just like, it wasn't the right time to like pack up our life and move to a new state and like not be around like as many friends and just everything. So that's when we got the last house that we were in Florida, and then we stayed for 2 years, because last year we were going to move, but then like we didn't find the right place, like it just didn't feel like right. And so this year we started looking in like September, because our lease ended at the end of January, and so we're like, maybe we could find a place, move on the way home for Christmas, and then like not have to go back and forth. And like everything was falling through. Like everything was falling through, or like a complex wouldn't have any availability, like nothing was working again.
Honestly, those ridiculous things were happening.
But then we had to tell our landlord that we weren't renewing, And he was like, okay, well, the offer is open that if you guys don't find a place, you can still come back here and like we'll take the house off the market. And so after, it was like literally mid-January, right? Or was it like Kendra was there, so it was the first week of January.
Yeah. It was early, yeah.
It was the second because I was dress shopping.
That's right.
And he got a text that the offer is not still on the table to renew, and we were planning on renewing at that point because we couldn't find anything. And so we had like 3.5 weeks to find something, and everything down here just kept falling through. And that night we went to sushi with Kendra, she was there at the time, and I just like happened to look on Zillow because I was checking it all the time, and this house went up like an hour before I saw it, and then we ended up signing it the next morning, and it was just like the perfect, everything just like unraveled perfectly for us to get this house. Like even down to just like that morning we found out that like, okay, we're moving to Wilmington, and then that night we found this house. So it was just very meant to be. And then it started, the lease started here on March 1st, which also is so meant to be because of everything that happened with my dad. If you guys like are or aren't familiar, my dad had just like, he had
some health complications.
Yeah, he had some health complications. He's good, but he had a heart attack. I'll just like say it because I know you're probably curious if you don't know. And it was like, he's so healthy, so like it was super like just out of nowhere. But us being there for the whole month, like we were able to like make a bunch of healthy recipes with him and just like be with him for the month. And so that was like so meant to be, and now we're here. So that's kind of how we ended up here. And then I guess like why we moved here, because we were both getting so many DMs like, why would you guys leave Florida?
I thought you guys loved it.
I thought you guys loved it. Yeah, like it looks so great there, why would you leave? And like,
all that was true, but we needed something different. We needed a new start to our life. We're just going into like a new, like there's a couple things, like one, like we're getting married this year, and like I just feel like we're going into a new stage where like obviously like kids are in our conversation like for like the near future, and we wanted to be closer to family. Like this is somewhere we would raise a family, someone with better morals,
like more of just like, it's just more our style, like breweries, surf shops, juice shops, and like you wear a graphic tee and ripped jeans to like a brewery rather than like high heels and like a Rolex to dinner, you know what I mean? Like not that you can't find a brewery in South Florida, but like the overall lifestyle is just like, the lifestyle is so different down there. And we just like, we did it for 5 years we were there, and like it was just time
we did it.
Yeah, like we did South Florida. Awesome. And I'm just in a different phase of life. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. But we're super happy that we moved. We love our house so much.
I know.
I'm so happy. And it's just like the perfect place for us, like the perfect location, the perfect house, like everything. We're super happy. So that is why we did it. And obviously to be closer to family too. But
as I promised, long story long.
That wasn't that long. 5 minutes? I could have talked about this for an entire video.
That's true.
So anyway, we are off to meet some friends. We're gonna grab a beer.
District.
Yeah, this is actually really cool.
Only we know how it goes.
Thank you.
We know how it goes. Hard togetherness. Both mind and flesh. We know how it goes. Way down low.
Onward.
My camera died, and then my charger Ben was using his birthday weekend for our speaker, and he left it at the Airbnb, and then we ordered one, and it's in our mailbox, which we like didn't have access to, kind of. It's a long story, but like basically our mailbox isn't at our house. It's like at the front of the like neighborhood, and we just didn't know how to access it. So I couldn't have vlogged the last 2 days, but I'm chilling outside. It is a beautiful day. I'm hanging outside right now. I'm getting some work done on my phone. I have an iPad now, which I've been loving, but I got it because like editing like TikToks, which I don't really do much of, but I'm getting back into it now, and even just like reels and stuff on my phone, it's just so like, I don't know, I'm like, there's no way that this is like good for my eyes, you know, like it's this tiny little screen. It's so tedious on a phone. So I got this. There was like a crazy good deal. I know a lot of people, a lot of girls that do like just like tediously edited videos use iPads, and so I think that it'll be helpful. But
yeah, I started a series on my Instagram. You guys probably saw it, the week of breakfast, and then I'm gonna do a week of lunch, week of dinners, week of snacks, drinks, etc., and just like random recipes intertwined through that. But I like the idea of doing a full week, that this makes editing easier because the editing for those is definitely very tedious. But our house is coming together. We have to finish the upstairs, which is the den, the guest room, and the office, well, Ben's office, but I'm keeping a lot of my like work stuff in there, so I'm gonna organize it. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. We are heading to the beach today and I'm so excited. It's like 80 degrees and it's just like a random like extra warm day right now. It's supposed to be in like the 60s and 70s for the next like week or two. Ignore the spot on my sweatshirt. If you can see, it's almond butter. I'm super excited to go to the beach though. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you're new, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you.